feeling you get when you're following people and you don't want to look like you're a criminal trying to rob them, so you try to be chill, try and slow down your pace, try to be just, liberal with your movement, so it doesn't look like you're tailing them, trying to rob them in broad daylight, right? Well, I don't really know how to do that without looking menacing, because sometimes I forget that I do that. I forget that I'm supposed to do that, actually. So I'm like walking around, and then maybe I forgot something back home. So when I turn back to like go and get those stuffs, the people that have passed me are like, oh my gosh, he stopped going his way, now he's coming for me, he's gonna rob me. But I ain't gonna do that shit. I ain't even thinking about it. But yeah, it kind of looks bad that way. I don't know, I also feel as if because I'm in a different country, when I am going about my day, I look like a criminal. I mean, it's legitimate. You know that kind of look you want to put up when you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself? Like, for instance, I got my hat on. If I don't want my hat to be on, I put on my hoodie. It's basically the concept of I try to keep myself to myself and no one else, you see? It's basically that trend, but then it looks like you're a sinister fellow who's trying not to be seen by the cameras so they can rob a place, Like, oh my God, it's a criminal. Like, okay, dude, chill. I'm just trying to walk quickly to where I want to go. But it never looks like that, does it? It looks like I'm just this malicious character trying to rid the world of laughter and freedom. So I decided to rob someone in the evening when they weren't paying attention to their surroundings. Makes me feel sad, Makes me feel sad knowing that I'd have to justify what I'm doing because it's gonna freak someone out. I'm gonna freak someone out because I'm black. Because I'm black, you think I'm going to rob you? Bro, I'm scared you're gonna rob me. Man, that's not... And you see, that's even the weirdest shit. The realization that it doesn't even matter about the color. It matters if the person is a bad person, If they're bad, it doesn't matter what color they are. Be red, blue, purple, black, pink. It doesn't matter. If a person is bad, person is bad. Color rarely, and I mean rarely, defines what a person is. You can't be a bad person and be white. Who said so? I don't know. I guess every history book that was created, the person who created the history book is going to favor his side of the story. So if the history books were made in the US is the good guy. If the history book was made in the UK, then it's the UKs who are the good guys. They're the saviors of the world. They advanced development and they utilized the resources to allow villages across the world to evolve, They were the revolution of change. They made all these countries grow and develop. And so they deserve the attention. They deserve the love. But that's just one side of the story, right? People have been oppressed. People have been stolen from. People have lost their lives because of the conquest of the British Empire. But to them, they were doing what God commanded them to. Go forth and take all that is yours. Leave nothing behind, for you are the inheritors of the earth. Stuff like that. Weird, isn't it? How we all, bestow upon ourselves these titles and these destinies, when in actual fact, it was never supposed to be. And we think that because we can progress, or because there is progress in what we're seeking to do, it is the right thing to do. It's like, oh my gosh, I stole something and no one caught me. Does this mean that God has given me the ability to steal? Can I go steal another one? And another one? Bro, God didn't say you could steal. Probably have the skill for it. So that's why you're getting away with it. It don't mean God was like, these thieving hands have been blessed by God himself. I do no wrong. That's kind of messed up. Anyways, at least that's just my opinion, being part of this entire existence can be confusing. If you're born into a religion or you're not born into a religion, there is always an expectation somewhat. Even the unreligious could have ethics and code. I don't see any part of any comic book that says that Batman was a Christian, right? Or he goes to church every Sunday. No. But he has ethics. He has a line that he doesn't cross. So it's the same thing for everyone else. They've got lines they don't cross. They don't fuck with some shit. And that means that everyone is entitled to something that they can hold and stand for. Which makes it very difficult to define someone as bad. Especially when they're doing the things that they believe is right. But how do you classify if everyone feels like they have an ethic or code they're falling under? And I think maybe the answer is not definite. But being good is not something that should be shunned upon. It's not something that you can hate. Because at the end of the day, multiple people would follow the one who is doing good. At least in their eyes. It's always in their eyes. If you do good in front of people's eyes, you'd be less likely to be inclined as a bad person. If you do it in secret, well, they can tell lies about you. Start to feel bad about yourself. Start doubt everything that you've known and loved. But it is the way it is. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is take care of yourselves out there. And have a lovely evening. Alright? Until then, Young Titan out. Thank you for watching. You gotta sit here? I guess so. Oh.